What's up, Kansas City? This is Serenity, and we're at the Gregg Klice Center for the Alpha Kappa Alpha presents the HBCU Experience Youth Expo. Why don't you introduce yourself, ma'am?
Hello, everyone. I'm Jessica McClellan.
Now, I saw you on the panel talking to some of the youth about your HBC experience. Why don't you give us a brief story of your experience, because I thought it was very interesting.
Okay, great. I am a graduate of Southern University, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I first went to a different HBCU, Texas College in Tyler, Texas. I received a full ride scholarship, and I did very well academically there, but it was a very small college. I wanted a larger experience, so I got into the American College book. Back then, we didn't have the internet, and so I got in the book and I researched what was the largest enrollment of HBCUs. And it happened to be Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. My parents told me if I was to leave this full ride scholarship in Texas, I was on my own.
Now, I have a question. Why would they stop you from going to one HBCU to another?
Well, at Texas, everything was paid. I was on a full scholarship. I was on the presidential scholarship at Texas College, where I didn't have to buy anything. I received additional community scholarships, which came to me in form of cash, because my entire education was paid for. But I did very well academically there. I transferred with a 3.8 GPA.
Wow, that's great.
I went to Southern University on a plane with 3 trunks. Had no idea where I was going to live, had no idea how I was going to make it, but I knew I had something in my heart about going to that university. It seemed as if it was the place for me, according to all of the description in the book about it. So I had a friend of a friend pick me up from the airport.
So you really stepped out on faith there?
I stepped out on faith there. Yes, I did. Had never been to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Had never been to the state before. At 19 years old, I got on a plane, $125 one-way trip. And I had $100 in my pocket and ended up staying for 4 years and graduating with honors.
Wow. Wow.
Right. And one of the pieces of the story that you heard was about when I got there, I didn't have a place to stay. Yeah. So I stayed with a friend of a friend for 10 days. Wow. And during those 10 days, during the work days, I was at the dean of the housing office every morning at 7 a.m. They opened at 8. And I was there and I was trying to see the dean so that I could get a dorm. And finally, they let me see him. On the 10th day that I had been sitting there waiting early mornings.
And you said you were staying bunking from friend to friend?
I was bunking with a friend from Kansas City. And he said, "What can I help you with, young lady?" Because he knew that I had been sitting there and they had been blowing me off. Right. And I walked in his office and I said, "Sir, I'm from Kansas City. I'm a transfer student from another HBCU. I'm transferring with a 3.8. I'm 1,000 miles away from home. I do not have a place to stay. I need a dorm." Within moments, he gave me a person to call, and I had a dorm that day. And so what I was sharing with the students in the panel, in the session, was if there's a dream in your heart, you can make it through persevering and making it up in your mind that there is no obstacle that you cannot overcome.
Yeah, that was a very good message.
Thank you so much.
So what are some things that you're involved in Kansas City? I know you were working one of the tables.
Yes, I'm actually the founder and president of Giving Hope and Help Incorporated. We are a 501c3 nonprofit organization that partners with the community, businesses, and individuals to meet needs and make a difference.
Wow. Okay.
And so with that being said, that's a mouthful. We have 3 arms of outreach. We collect sanitary napkins and tampons for 3 causes. 1, for domestic violence shelters. We want to support women that have been abused, and we want to speak out against it. I am a survivor myself.
Wow.
And of a sexual assault. And also, we collect those items for natural disaster survivors. We're getting ready to send some products now to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And we also collect those products for global distribution. There are girls and women across this globe that go without. And it is our mission that no female be without these items of dignity.
Wow.
And then our second arm of outreach is our Education is Your Passport Scholarship Program. We provide a brand new laptop, bed and a bag set for those low-income students that are on their way to college. And so we give them a brand new laptop, a bed and a bag set, and mentoring throughout college.
Okay.
We want them to be college graduates, not just attenders. And then our third arm of outreach was inspired by my niece, who is fighting for her life right now as we speak with cancer. She's actually overcome the cancer, was having some complications with the bone marrow transplant. And so I started Love Bags for Cancer. Wow. And so what we do with the love bags is we take them to hospitalized cancer patients and give them a love bag filled with toiletries and inspirational items to help them on their journey.
Wow, very interesting organization.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate that you started your organization. It sounds like you're doing great things for the community and the world.
Yes, and we're blessed to have people like you that are interested. We are always looking for people to join us in this journey to help others.
We want to say what's up to anybody real quick, since it's What's Up Kansas City.
I'd like to say what's up to my son, Houston, to my daughter, Bree, who's at Jackson State, another HBCU, to my husband, my family, my niece. We love you, Tiara, everyone, Giving Hope and Help volunteers, board members, everybody. We love you.
In closing, why don't you just give like a brief statement of the importance of HBCUs in the United States?
I think it's very important, especially today, for students to think HBCU. HBCUs were created for us. Mm-hmm. And all of the people that were on the panel today at this HBCU event, we all have our own businesses. We all have prominent positions in the workplace. We're doctors, we're attorneys, we're accountants. The HBCU experience catapulted me to get my master's at a PWI. And I was the youngest there to get my master's, 24 years old, youngest in my class to get my master's with a 3.8. But I went to an HBCU first. So the myth of HBCU having lower education standards is 100% false. I love my HBCU. I love all HBCUs. It's a family. My daughter is at one. The dean has emailed me, has my personal cell, has called me to let me know how my daughter's doing. You just don't get that, unless you're at a HBCU.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Serenity Minor Spirit and Peace, so make sure you check out whatsupkansascity.net.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out.